after a storm. A young boy was picking them up and flinging them back into the ocean. "Why do you bother?" the old man scoffed. "You're not saving enough to make a difference." The young boy picked up another starfish, smiled, and sent it spinning back to the water. Made a difference for that one. "Hi, my name is Alex Clements. I'm 11 years old, and I have Duchenne muscular dystrophy. Muscular dystrophy makes my muscles weaker and weaker every day, and right now there is no known cure." Andy Andrews, an inspired author, once wrote, "A person without a dream never had a dream come true." I have a dream. My dream is a cure for muscular dystrophy. A dream that would allow me, and so many people like me, to live a life without the fear of falling down, a life without the need for a wheelchair, a life of not having to take the elevator. It would mean a life without barriers, without blood draws and biopsies, a life without the staring eyes of people who can't help but be curious about my obvious differences. Sometimes people look at me and the only thing they see is a scooter or a service dog. They forget that I am a real person with feelings, thoughts, and ideas, goals and dreams, that behind the equipment sits a kid who is just like everybody else. Yes, I have a disease that limits my abilities, but I do not want to be defined by my disease. I want to be defined by how I overcome it. And so, I make a choice every day. The choice to be positive rather than negative. The choice to stay focused on my goals rather than my worries. The choice to be brave instead of scared. To draw on hope instead of fear. Faith instead of doubt. I make a choice every day. And the choice is always the same. I choose to walk. Walking, like any other choice that we make, it's not always the easiest choice for me. There are days when I need help getting out of bed, days when I need help getting dressed, mornings when my back hurts and my legs are sore because I did too much the previous day. No, the choice is not always easy, but in my mind, the alternative is not an option. I choose to walk for many reasons. I choose to walk because I refuse to give up on myself or on my dreams. I walk for kids who can't but wish they could. For the parents who have not yet found a way through the sadness. For the scientists who work diligently toward a cure. For the doctors who are determined to keep us healthy and moving. I walk because I believe in the goodness of people and the spirit of giving. You see, every time I stand before an audience, just as I stand here before all of you tonight, it makes me that much more confident in the cure. I see hundreds of people rallied together to fight this horrible muscle-wasting disease. And I know all of the money will go to important things like flu shots, wheelchairs, and leg braces. But most importantly, it will go to support the continued research that is finally needed to uncover the cure. And when I see all of you working so hard to end muscular dystrophy, it makes me work all the more harder to hold on to my dream, to hold on to the possibility of a miracle. Oh, I believe in a miracle. Scientists are making new strides every single day, and we're closer to a cure than ever before. So I thank you for being here tonight, for making a decision to be part of a miracle, for making the decision to be part of helping a great cause, for making the decision to be part of truly changing lives, and reinforcing my belief in a cure and giving me just one more reason to choose to walk. Thank you for making a difference for not only this one, but for many, many more. Right on.
Here's a real person with real feelings and a real big heart. Ladies and gentlemen, Alex Clements. Nice job. Wow. He had to stand on his tiptoes to see his notes, but most of that he did without reading. Nice job, Alex. They choose to stand for you.
Alex, thank you so much for sharing your story with us. You are a true inspiration to all of us that may take for granted our strong, healthy muscles, or even our strong, healthy children. I am not an expert in neuromuscular diseases, but I do know the outcome for Duchenne's muscular dystrophy is not good, yet. I do know there is no cure, yet.